Hey Stu, welcome to the session 4 for the top 5 things you don't know as part of the Electrical Safety Fortnight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ross. Great to be here.
We're going to talk about one of your favourite topics now, probably something that comes up a fair bit in your line in the technical world there. What are we talking about?
Yes, mandatory testing. So Section 8 of AS3000 covers all that off, goes through all the steps you need to do, which is mandatory. You've got to do it. A lot of people try and miss them because of time constraints.
Yep.
But you need to do them.
It's like doing the paperwork bit. No one likes doing the bits you have to do.
Yes, and you might do all the testing, but are you doing it thoroughly and correctly?
So where can we get a better idea of how to, obviously Section 8 tells us what we have to do. Is there somewhere that tells us how to do it?
Yep, AS3017 outlines all the steps and has pretty diagrams and of the test procedures, which is great to show apprentices or even as a visual reminder for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you may miss a step, but if you're going through those, then it shows you exactly where you should be disconnecting your MENs, putting them back on, and things like that. So
I travelled around the country, as you know, a few weeks ago, and we dragged this book out. We were asking people to tell us what it is and how it works, and not very many people had heard about 3017 and how it works.
Yep.
To tell you, like you said, pretty pictures, step-by-step guides, even tells you what setting to put your meter on, put it on ohms meter. It doesn't even tell you to put on ohms, it actually puts a little symbol there, so even my kid could do it.
Yep. So it goes through the different meters too, so from your insulation test meters to multifunction meters, to your polarity testers and also volt meters.
And I know Matt, your manager, part of the ELC there, he would have constantly come back and let you know there's been a lot of stuff, not obviously too much what happens, but with this testing that hasn't been done properly, would be a large part of the reason.
Exactly, and recording results is a big part of that. If you're not, you might be doing the testing, but if you're not recording the results correctly and efficiently, then when things do go wrong and it's up to you to prove that it's gone correctly, then if you haven't got the test results and pictures and things like that, then it's up to you to try and...
Pretty serious if your earthing's not done properly. Probably one of the bigger ones is consumer mains polarity, if you get that wrong.
Yes, major mistake if that goes wrong, because it obviously reverses polarity and can liven up the neutrals, not only through your installation, but installations connected to...
Yeah, any metallic parts as well. So we've had stories of roofing sheets coming live, water pipes, all sorts of stuff coming live if it's done not right. So, yeah, excellent. So that's 3017. What's the other one? Another one standard that you reckon is not too bad to get your head around?
Regarding arc flash, so minimum PPE, which is AS4836.
Yep, so that's working on a near energised or working near energised equipment, yep.
So there are times when you need to work energised or near live parts. Obviously the safest thing is not to do that, and generally a lot of companies will allow you to do a shutdown, but there may be extreme times where you can't do that, when then you need the correct PPE. Table 11 talks about the different types you need for the different voltages you're dealing with.
Yep.
Obviously if you're dealing with high voltage, you need the full bomb suit, but if you're doing anything under that, on table 11 it states what you need, so whether it's just a face shield and fireproof clothing, gloves.
Yeah, they really cleared up that table 11 from the last one, because I think the older 9.2 or whatever it was very, if possible, and a bit grey areas. This really sort of clears it up, doesn't it, and gives you some good guidelines around what you have to wear and when you have to wear it.
That's right.
I think there's some good sections in that, even outside the energised equipment, but there's some stuff on asbestos and how to do risk assessments and that in that standard as well. But arc flash is probably the big buzzwords at the moment. It's something that's really
There's a lot of companies out there that are doing arc flash assessments on their switchboards and labelling them what you need. So if you're not too sure, you're going to a bigger company, you need to find out what their policies are and have the minimum requirement that they have regarding their arc flash.
And both those standards are a good reference to the codes of practice we got around managing electrical risks as well. They both sort of referencing back and forth too. Awesome. Anything else you want to touch on with those standards, or any others that are really important? I think that's pretty much it for now, as far as the big ones that we should get our head around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate
it. I know we've got some more stuff coming up for the ESO, or the Electrical Safety Office Safety Fortnight there. I think we've got big brekkie on the Friday morning out at Morayfield or Caboolture, I think. So join myself and Matt for that.
Yep, Matt's our tech manager, so he'll be able to answer any questions on the stand.
He will be. I'll be definitely pointing them all at him. But yeah, happy to help out where we can as well. But yeah, thanks again for joining us, Stu.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Ross.
Cheers.